What if I told you that in 2025, you could start owning pieces of Nigeria's biggest and most profitable companies? The banks that power our economy, the telecom giants connecting millions of people every day, and the cement powerhouses building the nation's future. With just 1,000 naira? Sounds almost too good to be true, right? But I'm not talking about some shady scheme, some Ponzi trick, or a get-rich-quick promise. I'm talking about real ownership. Your name on real company shares, real dividends paid into your account, and real wealth building that could transform your future. For far too long, people have believed the stock market is a playground for the rich, for people in suits, sitting in air-conditioned offices, moving millions around. But here's the truth. The gates are open, the tools are here, and the entry price? Smaller than what many people spend on lunch in 1 week. With just 1,000 naira, you can take your first step into the same market where billionaires make their moves. In this video, I'm going to break it down step by step, how to enter, where to put your money, and how to make that little seed of 1,000 naira start working for you every single day. Whether you're a student, a worker, a small business owner, or just someone curious about investing, this could be the beginning of something life-changing. The question is, will you take the first step, or will you watch from the sidelines while others grow their wealth? Stick with me, because I'm about to show you exactly how it's done. Welcome to WealthEchelon, your go-to spot for smart investing, in-depth ETF insights, and book reviews that help you build wealth. On this channel, we explore everything from the best investment strategies to the latest trends in ETFs, and provide valuable takeaways from books that can transform your financial journey. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced investor, our goal is to give you the knowledge you need to make informed decisions and grow your wealth. If you're ready to elevate your financial game, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on the bell for updates on all our latest content. In 2025, a lot of people still believe you need hundreds of thousands of naira to start investing in the Nigerian stock market. That's not true anymore. The reality is that with just 1,000 naira, yes, 1,000 naira, you can start building an investment portfolio that can grow over the years. It might sound small, but small beginnings are often where the greatest financial transformations begin. The secret is knowing how to enter the market smartly, how to pick the right stocks, and how to consistently grow your stake over time. In this video, I'm going to break it all down, step by step, and even walk you through some individual Nigerian stocks you can target with a 1,000 naira investment in 2025. The first thing to understand is how the stock market works in Nigeria today. The Nigerian Exchange, often called the NGX, is where shares of publicly listed companies are bought and sold. These companies range from big banks to cement manufacturers, consumer goods producers, oil and gas firms, telecom giants, and more. Shares represent ownership in these companies, and when you buy a share, you're becoming a part owner. That means you can earn in two ways: through price appreciation, when the value of your shares go up, and through dividends, which are parts of the company's profit shared with shareholders. Now, you might be thinking 1,000 naira is too small to own anything meaningful. But here's the twist. With micro-investing and fractional share platforms available in 2025, you can own fractions of a share in big companies. This means you can still benefit from the performance of top stocks without needing to buy a full unit, which might cost much more than 1,000 naira. Before we talk about the individual stocks, let's cover the mindset. When you're starting with 1,000 naira, the key is not to think about getting rich overnight. Instead, think about planting a seed. That seed will grow if you feed it, by adding more money when you can, reinvesting any returns, and staying consistent. Your initial 1,000 naira might not make you wealthy, but the habit you build can change your financial future. All right, let's get into the stocks you can consider in 2025. First, let's talk about the banking sector. Banks are the heartbeat of the Nigerian economy. They're where money moves, businesses grow, and investors get steady returns. And the beautiful thing about Nigerian banks is that many of them have a strong, proven history of paying dividends to their shareholders year after year. Now, you might be thinking, with 1,000 naira, can I really invest in a bank? Absolutely. Thanks to fractional investing, you don't need to buy a whole share. You can own a fraction of one and still enjoy the benefits. Take Guarantee Trust Holding Company, GTCO, for example. This is not just any bank. GTCO has built a reputation for stability, impressive profits, and regular, reliable dividend payouts. Over the years, it has also embraced innovation, especially in the digital banking space, making it a leader in modern financial services. That kind of forward-thinking approach means GTCO is not just surviving in the market, it's adapting and preparing for the future, which is exactly what you want in a long-term investment. Then there's United Bank for Africa, UBA, a true African giant. This bank isn't just big in Nigeria, it has a strong presence in over 20 countries, which gives it a much broader reach and multiple income streams. UBA is aggressive in its growth strategy, and it's known for rewarding shareholders with healthy dividend payouts. The fact that it's not tied to just one economy gives it an extra layer of resilience, making it an interesting choice for investors who want both stability and growth potential. And of course, we can't forget Zenith Bank, one of the most profitable banks in the entire country. Zenith has a long-standing reputation for consistent performance, even in tough economic times. They have a strong balance sheet, excellent risk management, and a culture of rewarding investors. If you're looking for a bank that combines reliability with strong returns, Zenith deserves serious attention. Now, with just 1,000 Naira, you have options. You could split it between two of these banking giants so you get a bit of diversification right from the start. Or you could focus on just one, let your investment grow, and then keep adding more over time. Either way, the goal is the same. Start small, build your stake, and position yourself in companies that know how to make money and share the profits with you. Next, let's look at the cement giants. If banks are the heartbeat of the economy, then cement companies are the bones and muscles holding up the nation's infrastructure. Nigeria's construction sector keeps expanding. Roads, bridges, housing estates, shopping malls, factories. And at the core of all this growth is one essential product: cement. It's a material that's not just in demand today, but will remain in demand for decades to come. This is what makes cement companies such a powerful, long-term investment choice. The king of the industry is Dangote Cement. This is the largest cement producer in Africa, with plants in multiple countries and a dominant share of the Nigerian market. For years, Dangote Cement has delivered strong profits, and it's known for rewarding shareholders with healthy dividend payouts. When you invest in Dangote Cement, you're essentially buying into the backbone of infrastructure development. Every new road, school, or housing project potentially contributes to the company's revenue. Even owning a fraction of a share means you're part of a business that plays a critical role in building the future of Nigeria and beyond. Another major player is BUA Cement, a company that's been on a remarkable growth path. While not as large as Dangote Cement yet, BUA has been expanding aggressively, opening new plants, increasing production capacity, and steadily gaining market share. Investors have taken notice because this kind of expansion usually points to higher earnings in the future. And more earnings often mean better dividends. One of the attractive things about cement companies is that they operate in a sector with stable, long-term demand. People might cut back on luxury spending during tough times, but governments and businesses rarely stop building. This means that as an investor, you get a level of stability that's hard to find elsewhere. Add in the fact that many of these companies pay consistent dividends, and you have a sector that rewards patience and long-term vision. With your 1,000 Naira, you could take a fractional position in either Dangote Cement or BUA Cement, or even start with one and add the other later. The goal here isn't just to buy shares, it's to own a piece of the nation's growth story, brick by brick, block by block. Then we have the consumer goods companies. If cement companies are building the physical Nigeria, consumer goods companies are feeding, refreshing, and caring for the people living in it. These are the businesses making products people use every single day: food, drinks, toiletries, the essentials that rarely go out of demand, no matter what's happening in the economy. That's what makes them such an attractive sector for long-term investors. One of the strongest examples in this category is Nestlé Nigeria. This company is a household name, producing iconic brands like Milo, Maggi, and Nescafe. Products that are so deeply woven into Nigerian life that they're found in millions of homes. Nestlé has a rock-solid brand reputation and a long history of profitability. It's also one of the more expensive stocks on the Nigerian Exchange in terms of share price. But thanks to fractional investing, you don't need hundreds of thousands of naira to get in. With just 1,000 naira, you can own a slice of one of the most respected and consistently performing companies in the country. Another strong player in this space is Nigerian Breweries. This is the leading beverage company in Nigeria, producing a wide range of drinks that dominate the market. From beer brands to malt beverages, they have a loyal customer base and a distribution network that reaches every corner of the country. Nigerian Breweries also has a long history of paying dividends, making it a reliable choice for investors looking for regular income. What makes consumer goods companies particularly appealing is their resilience. People might delay buying a new car or skip a big construction project during tough times, but they still eat, drink, and use basic household products. That steady demand can help keep these companies' revenues stable, even in economic downturns. With 1,000 naira, you could choose to put your money into a global powerhouse like Nestlé Nigeria, a market leader like Nigerian Breweries, or start with one and diversify later. Either way, you're investing in companies that produce everyday essentials, and that's a strong foundation for building wealth over the long term. Oil and gas stocks are also interesting. Nigeria is a major oil producer, and some companies listed on the NGX give investors direct exposure to the sector. Seplat Energy is a notable one. It's involved in oil and gas exploration and production, and it's also looking into renewable energy projects. Oil and gas can be volatile, but they can also deliver strong returns during high oil price cycles. For a small investor, a fractional stake here can give you exposure without overloading your portfolio with risk. Telecommunications stocks are newer to the NGX, but very promising. MTN Nigeria is the biggest telecom operator in the country and one of the largest in Africa. With Nigeria's massive and growing population, data and mobile services are only going to increase in demand. MTN has been paying dividends and investing heavily in technology like 5G. Another one to watch is Airtel Africa, which also has a big footprint in the telecom and mobile money space. Both of these companies benefit from the unstoppable trend of digital connectivity. Now let's talk strategy with 1,000 naira. Since you're starting small, diversification, spreading your investment across multiple stocks, is limited at the beginning. You could choose one stock to start with, ideally a dividend-paying one, and then add more stocks over time as you put in more money. For example, you might start with a fractional share of Zenith Bank this month, then next month add GTCO, and later add Dangote Cement. Over time, you'll build a diversified mini portfolio. If you want a safer entry, you could also look at ETFs, exchange-traded funds, that track a group of stocks on the NGX. Some ETFs let you invest in multiple companies at once, even with a small amount. This way, your 1,000 naira is automatically spread across different sectors. But if you prefer individual stocks, stick to the big stable companies with strong records. Another key tip: reinvest any dividends you receive. With 1,000 naira, your first dividend might be small, but putting it back into the market speeds up your compounding. Over time, those reinvestments can make a big difference. One more point: be patient with market movements. The stock market goes up and down, and with a small investment, the changes in value might seem tiny at first. Don't get discouraged. The point is to build the habit, learn how the market works, and grow your capital steadily. Investing 1,000 naira in the Nigerian stock market in 2025 is entirely possible and can be a smart move if you know what you're doing. By starting small, focusing on strong companies like GTCO, UBA, Zenith Bank, Dangote Cement, BUA Cement, Nestlé, Nigerian Breweries, Seplat, MTN, and Airtel, and staying consistent, you're setting yourself up for a stronger financial future. The most important thing is to start, because the earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. Remember, every big investor you admire today started somewhere. For you, that somewhere could be with just 1,000 naira. Thank you for watching Wealth Echelon. We hope you found valuable insights that will help you on your investing journey. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Keep building your wealth, and we'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to check out our other videos for more investing tips, ETF strategies, and book reviews to continue growing your financial knowledge.